Everyone, this is Kim with Abundant Life Tarot, and we are doing our Astro Monthly Love, Life, and Abundance readings for all 12 astrological signs. We want to claim April as a very powerful, loving, passionate month for all of us. So let's claim that right now into our existence, no matter what the readings hold for us, right? And it's all good, and it's all free will, right? So if we hear something in the reading that doesn't suit our fancy, it's not like we can't take some information and prepare ourselves for what's to come and maybe even change course. So just be mindful of that. Finally, this is a general reading, so I am not able to possibly cover every scenario that could be affecting every single person, as this is just a snapshot of the overall energies affecting these people under these astrological signs. So for a more specific reading, tailored to you, tailored to your specific situation, definitely reach out to me. I do private Skype type readings or video readings, so I am available to you for that. You can head over to abundantlifetarot.com or check out my Etsy store, and I have lots of reading options that'll suit your situation, your budget, etc. So I just want to preface that now. I think, also you must understand that I am a reader, that I divine. And yes, there are some fortune-telling aspects to my readings, but mostly I am looking at the snapshot of the energies that we're coming into, and then looking at ways of how we can work around or through it to have the best possible outcome. So that's what I'm doing when I'm doing readings. So it's, if you're coming here looking for winning lotto numbers, that's just not going to be what I'm doing here. So just want to say that. But anyways, I want to also thank you all for watching and checking out these videos. It means a lot to me. And yeah, now my only request is for you to pick up your favorite beverage, sit back, chill, and listen to your astro reading for April. Much love. Thank you all so much for watching. Hello, Capricorns. We are doing your monthly April, or whenever you're watching this video, love, life, and abundance reading. So let's just dive right on in. Let's look at the overarching, overall energies that you will be working through or working with in this month that you are watching this video. For our Capricorn friends, what's going on, Capricorn? What energies are Capricorns working through or working with? Jumping cards, please. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Of course, feels like my hands are super dry, not giving me a good grip. All right, any other messages, Spirit? 3, 2, 1. Oh, nice. All right, Capricorns. The first card that jumped was Manifest. Then Passion. Fury. Peace. So a lot of different things going on for you in the month, or this particular month. You're manifesting opportunities to bring more passion into your life and more peace into your life. Finally, Capricorn, right? Finally, it's just going to feel like, I have peace. I feel a little secure now. I'm even able to have a little energy to focus on my passions this month. these will be the overarching energies that you'll be working with and working through this month. So we will look to these cards from time to time as we go through the rest of the reading. But yeah, this is a powerful time for you to manifest some of the passions and hobbies that maybe you have been putting on the back burner for a while. This is an opportunity where if there was strife in your work or home life, this month finally heralds some peace for you. Let's look at where or what you need to surrender to bring more passion and peace into your life, to manifest more good into your life. What does Capricorn need to surrender for the month of April or this month to manifest more passion and peace? Okay. Some similar messages are coming up in other signs, and I shuffled these good before. It's weird. That's how that happens, how some themes happen over and over for other signs. We'll see if there's any other messages exclusive to Capricorns, or is this just a universal energy we're all working through? Probably so. And I'll talk to you guys more about that in a moment. 3. Okay, I'll stop there. Reason why I say that is because these cards came up in, I believe, one other sign. And then they've popped up in various signs, but individually. But there was one other sign that this popped up in. Surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve relationships. So this is some medicine. I like to call these my medicine cards, if you will, because this is telling you how you get to peace, right? Surrender your need to always be right. Sometimes you just need to let go and be the bigger person, okay? I know that might be a little difficult for you, Capricorns, but it is medicine that will bring you instant peace. You'll know you're right, but they don't need to know that you're right, okay? The next that's most important to being able to blossom and manifest more passion and peace into your life is surrender comparisons with other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. Powerful message. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. That is your medicine. You need to put this on an index card or a sticky note and stick it on your mirror at home and look at this for the month, okay? Because this is very important for you Capricorns. You no more comparing yourself because it's stifling your growth in your passion areas. It's saying, oh, I should be here. Oh, I should be there. I should be further along than this. No more of that. Let that go because that's stifling your growth. Surrender procrastination in this month. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. This is speaking to this card. So interesting how this happens, right? So this card speaks to this card. This card to me speaks to maybe this one and then this one. Wow. And, also this could be pertaining to love kind of passion, romance kind of passion. And sometimes our single Capricorns may be getting into a cycle of, and maybe our coupled up ones too, a cycle of comparing ourselves to others. Oh, this person looks like this, or this person has that, or this person does this or that. That's why they have people asking them out. Stop comparing yourself. You're wasting energy and time doing that. It's not serving you. Let it go. It's time to reshift your energies and focus on your own strengths, your own attractiveness, and surrendering procrastination. If you want to manifest your dreams and goals, if you want a better job, or you want a job more in alignment with your passions, you're going to have to let go of the procrastination. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. You will manifest success. Let's take a look at the overall energies from a tarot perspective for Capricorn for the month of April. What advice, Spirit, do you have? What can you say that is coming Capricorn's way in April, and what advice do you have? Any other messages, Spirit? Okay, we'll stop there. Okay, first card that jumped was Five of Swords. Nine of Cups. Interesting. The Hermit. Peace. Meditative moments, contemplative moments, right? Alone time. Scoot you guys up here. Okay, so we have the Hermit, and then we have the King of Wands. Oh, I love this deck. Okay, so, all right. I don't know why I'm having such a moment with this deck. I don't know. Anyways, guys, Five of Swords. So when I take an overall look at this particular spread here, I get a sense that this is kind of this is taking us through the month of April, or through the month that you'll be looking at this video whenever you watch it. First, we have the Five of Swords, where you don't know who is the winner or the loser in this situation. So perhaps like in the later part of March, or, you know, going into the early part of April, there may have been a tiff or maybe an argument between a coworker or a lover or a potential lover, or your friend or another family member or a boss. And really there are no clear winners or losers in this picture, because both people kind of, you know, it's like somebody may have won the particular fight, but not the overall war, or you know, they may have won a battle, but not the war. And so it's just continuing on and on. And, you know, at this point, it's like, this is where that advice comes in for you this coming month, is surrendering your need to always be right. Being the one to say, you know what? Yeah, I know I got the upper hand, but you know what? I'll let you be right this time, but I'll ease some knowledge onto you, you know, as we go forward. They don't need to be privy to that. And so you move into a time of peace. You know, we go to the Hermit mode. You go to a time in this coming month where you pull within, you go within, you analyze things, and you see things in a different light. And because of that, you're able to come into an emotional time where you are like, I'm kind of a champ in this now. I am a little cocky even. I was able to, instead of always being right and continuing the fight, you know, going, I decided to go within and do what I needed to do to work on myself inwardly. And now I'm able to show the world, show this person, show this situation that I've been dealing with for a while, that I am emotionally, you know, balanced, fulfilled. I can get to a place where I can convey what I need to say to this person without losing it. I can even come from a place of genuine concern and love and care, and they can feel it. And then in the end of the month, I am having a King of Wands moment where, because I worked through these things that was affecting my peace, I was now able to focus on my passions. The Wands deals with passions and ambitions, desires, pursuits, lust in some cases. This shows us that once you clear up this energy that's been kind of pressing on you for the last month or so, you will make room in your life to bring in more passion, because you're going to surrender your comparison with other people. You're going to surrender your need to always be right. And then from there, you're going to be like the king, someone who gets things done. He executes, he plans, he accomplishes when he says he will. He meets deadlines always. So he's surrendering procrastination, and so are you. At the end of the month, you will find that you have not only been able to grow emotionally and be able to move forward with a particular person that we've been discussing, but now you are able even to find the energy and the time and the space in your life to pursue some passion pursuits, to manifest other beautiful things in your life. It is quite a beautiful unfoldment for you next month, Capricorn. That's for sure. Let's see what... Oh, sorry guys. Wrong deck. We already did that one. Let's look at the Butterfly Oracle for some internal and external influences that may be affecting you, Capricorns, next month or in the month of April. What could be affecting Capricorns? All right, so we have dietary change. Okay. And gracefully aging, which ties into surrendering comparisons with other people. And maybe dietary changes is also making you look at your physical weight, your physical body, the way you look, the way you feel. Maybe there's some health scares that happened recently or will be happening in this coming month, and it's forcing you now to eat right. But it's also starting to make you compare, or having you, not make you, having you compare yourself to others on their journey. And it's like, no, this is about you and you. This is about your relationship with you, your journey, not necessarily your, like what someone else is doing. Okay. It's very important that you really get that deep down. Make sure you guys can see that. Gracefully aging. I get a sense that, again, this is tying into your need to compare yourself, especially if you're single and a little bit older and dating. Maybe you're finding, oh, I'm getting older, so I need to do all these different things, or I don't have the means or the money to get all these things to fix myself up. You don't need all that stuff. You shine without, the plastic surgery. You shine without all of that. Focus on the inward stuff, and then the rest will follow. So we'll look at the guidebook for additional meanings for those. Let's see, for dietary changes. So this card signals an improvement in the quality of the food you eat and the beverages you drink. You definitely are guided to make a positive and healthful change in your diet, and I'm going to add this month. As you do so, you receive additional rewards of increased energy, confidence, and well-being, plus an enhanced appearance that ties in nicely with the King of Wands energy. So this, confirms that you're going to be able to get healthy, feel strong. The King of Wands is strong, feels strong, is strong. And it says, remember that you can receive support for this change from a licensed nutritionist and groups like Overeaters Anonymous. And you can also pray for heavenly help with motivation and dealing with cravings. And additional meanings could be detoxification, veganism or vegetarianism, eliminating allergens from your diet and your home, a change of healthcare practitioner, or a second opinion. So definitely a focus this month on your health, well-being, and your physical appearance. As we know from the gracefully aging card. Let's see. Which says, You receive this card because heaven can see your inner and outer beauty and wants you to appreciate your divine magnificence too. This means that you allow yourself to see the beauty that growing older represents. The more you hold positive thoughts and feelings about the aging process, the more you glow with inner peace and sage wisdom. Your maturity signifies that you will be seen as an elder and others will look to you for answers. This is an honor, which is one reason why this card is guiding you to age gracefully, meaning that you embrace your hard-won years of learning. Although you may feel much younger than your chronological years, graceful aging means that you are comfortable with yourself in every way. Additional meanings: caring for aging parents or other elders. So there may be a time this month where it's coming to a point where you have to start to really amp up taking care of your aging parents. Learning from an elder for some of you. An elder like almost like feels like a mentor, grandmotherly, grandfatherly, or older uncle, aunt energy is coming in to help you. A change in beauty care routines and preparing for retirement. So these are all potential meanings that could be affecting or impacting your life, Capricorns, in the month of April. So let's look at abundance. How can Capricorns bring more abundance into their life for the month of April? Okay. First card that jumped: donations, tithing, and charitable work. Give joyfully to the organization and people who spiritually support and inspire you, and know that your generosity will be returned to you many-fold in miraculous ways. The time, supplies, money, or other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies, and I would add, comes back to you, because what you put out into the world will boomerang back to you. Organize for success. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps. Beautiful, beautiful messages for you for some how to bring in more abundance. And even though you may not think that organizing could bring in more abundance, but it could. Like the card says, having more clarity of mind and thought is huge to being able to make room for thoughts that are coming in to take action on, to reach your dreams, to reach your passions. So it is vital that you organize your workspace, your home, your car, your mind, meditate, even if you just do it for a few minutes a day. Organizing for success. You will be surprised how it will really ramp up your manifestational power. And what you put out into the world, again, is what comes back to you. It's all a cycle, all a process. You help the universe by giving to it, and then the universe is then able to return that to you. And it's a cycle. It's a cycle. When you start to withdraw and withhold and become stingy and not share your gifts, your abilities, your monies, your talents, whatever, if you're not doing that, then you kind of die a little, and the universe constricts and is not able to provide. And in turn, you don't get the blessings that you would probably, otherwise receive. So just remember that it's all a process. It's all a cycle, a beautiful cycle. All right. So let's move on to the love portion here. Let's look at the love, sensual, sexual energies for Capricorn in the month of April or next month. What are we working with for Capricorn? What do we have going on? I love how the temperance has been coming up for a lot of folks too. We'll talk more about that in a moment. I'm going to take a sip of my beverage and confirm something here. Yes, the Hermit is big in your reading this month. Okay, so this is a little graphic, this card. Sorry, guys. So not for young eyes. Obsession. Okay, so obsession is the Devil card. And then we have the Seeker, which is the Hermit card. And then we have the Two of Vessels. And I apologize, my dog is needing a little bit of food. Ella, can you please give Bishop a little bit of food? Yeah. Thank you. The Two of Vessels, okay, which is Temperance. So you have 3 major arcana cards in your love reading this month, which means these are just energies that you're going to rock with, have to deal with. That's okay. You're just going to go with it. You're going to go with it. So for our singled Capricorns, you know, during the month of April or next month, you're going to be having some wild thoughts, some wild fantasies, maybe some opportunities to have a little debauchery going on in your life. Maybe going out on some one-night stands, some dates, really kind of letting off some steam. Just be careful, you know, when you're playing with the devil energy, sometimes things can happen where, you know, there's some consequences and they're not always so favorable. But hey, you know, it's allowing you to kind of blow off some steam, to work off some passions, flirt, you know, practice up for perhaps your potential mate that's coming. We're going to continue on for our singles for a moment. We have the Hermit card. So, like I said, you too will be experiencing a moment where you have to go within, like the Hermit, pull within, not really date for a while, because you may end up getting a little burnt in an interaction with someone that it goes a little too far. Maybe they say something that's hurtful, or you know, it's maybe a relationship you really shouldn't be having. Maybe it's a work relationship. Maybe it's an extramarital affair, what have you. So you go within, you pull within, and then this is how you end up getting some balance into your life towards the mid to end of your month. Because we see the Peace card over here. We see the King of Wands, which would tell me you're championing your passions by this point. And so that's what's going on for our single Capricorns. For our couple of Capricorns, again, there is some, there could be someone in the relationship, whether it's you or your partner, that's dealing with some addictions. Perhaps also, too, with single Capricorns, there could be some addictive behaviors going on. It could be something like with alcohol, drugs, food, shopping, gambling, etc. Or it could be addictions to negative thinking, which I'm a strong proponent that we all have been conditioned in our lives, many of us in Western societies, to have just a constant thread of negative thought patterns going through. So it could be that, and that could be bringing in kind of yucky kind of partners for our single ones, and it could be bringing in yucky kind of energies for our coupled up ones. So at this point, for our coupled up ones, you know, one of you just gets to a point where it's like, you know, it's just too much. It's too much debauchery going on. Even kind of just like some oppressive kind of behavior, even between the couple, whether it's you being oppressive to the partner or vice versa. Then there's some going within for you, the ones in the couple or relationships. You go within like the Hermit. You seek answers from within. You meditate. You contemplate. You go to that inner, smaller place inside of you, and then you come out emerging with more balance in your life by the end of the month. Even your partner who was doing those kind of wild and out kind of things has tempered and balance, because it all starts with us. A lot of times we think that we've got to change external things first to get the change we want in our life. No, it starts from inside and works its way out. Okay. So this is what this moment and this time is teaching you, Capricorns, about life. And it's an important lesson. When things get a little too hectic, a little too much, you go within you. That's your safe place. You go into your safe mode, and then you emerge more balanced, more connected, more in tune with what is needed to keep that balance. Let's get some additional love advice from Spirit. Spirit, for our coupled and singled up Capricorns, what advice do you have? What advice do you have for our coupled up? Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Forgiving and learning. Surrendering your need to always be right, right? That's what forgiveness can also be about too. You can forgive and you can learn from your mistakes. You can also forgive and let some people be right and be able to move on. And when you release, you're able to now allow in new, more positive energies to come in and work their way through. Bringing an element of playfulness, Capricorn, is so needed for you this month, whether you're in a relationship or not. It's time to be playful again. It's time to have some fun, with your partner. Find ways to get out and have some fun. Go to the park. The spring is starting to, come about in the Northern Hemisphere. Fall for the Southern Hemisphere. Get out and about together. It doesn't have to cost anything. Make a fun movie night together. Have fun. Be playful. Be goofy. Don't take yourself so seriously. Don't take your partner so seriously all the time. It's like, let's have some fun. And for the single ones, don't, make sure your profiles on your, on your online profiles are not so heavy and serious. You got to have this air of like playfulness and lightness to yourself that seems to be missing, and it's repelling people from wanting to ask you out. When you change that and become light and airy and fun again, you're going to find that you're going to be attracting and manifesting more passionate folks ready to flirt and be with you. Okay. And then we're going to just get some closing words from the Heal Yourself reading cards for Capricorn for next month. For April, please let me know. Let us know. Let Capricorns know. What can they do to bring more healing into their life? All right, 3, 2. Oh, one. It won't flip, so we'll take one from the top. Oh, one drop. Take off your mask. Ooh, I love this card. Where are you wearing mask in your life? Where are you not being your true authentic self? And, are you being that stiff in the mud kind of person when you're really not? You're really a goof nugget? Well, that needs to shine through from time to time. This is not just speaking about love. This is just speaking about every, area of your life. Take off your mask. It's number 11. It says, stop trying to appear different to who you really are. It's time to take off your mask and be the real you. You cannot get the love and attention you are craving by pretending to be someone you are not. Again, that's also comparing yourself to others. Why are you so frightened to be honest with yourself? No, Bishop. No. One moment, guys. I'm about to do something here. One moment. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. He would have tore down my tacos and that would have been a problem. Okay, so why are you so frightened to be honest with yourself and others? Do you feel that you will lose friends and opportunities by showing others your imperfections, fears, and vulnerabilities? Are you constantly doing things to please others, even if this does not work for you? This card indicates that you need time to get to know yourself and what is important. You will know that you are evolving when other people's judgments when other people's judgments no longer impact you. If you have an incredible talent, believe in yourself. Remember, every great leader had people who loved them and believed in them, as well as those who doubted and disliked them. So I'm going to end with, take your mask off. Don't block it. Don't compare yourself, because let you shine through. That's what the universe needs. That's what the world needs. That's what we all need, is you, your individual expression, how you show up to the world, and let that shine through so your passions can come on and so you can have fun playing. Have fun playing in this big world. All right, Capricorns, thank you so much for going on this bumpy ride with me. Thank you for your patience. It's been so much fun doing this reading for you. Much love, many blessings. Mwah. See you in the next video. Hey Aquarius, we are doing your April, or whichever month you're watching this video, life, love, and abundance readings, your monthly reading for April 2018. We're looking at the overarching overall energies for Aquarius. What energies are we working with for the month of April? Any other energies? Oh, nice. Okay. All right. So we have letting go and cleanse. Nice. I'm feeling that. Okay, so again, I believe last month when we did a reading for Aquarius, it was kind of a little bit more of that. Well, you're going to, the same thing that you were doing in March, you're going to continue into April, where there's more letting go, there's more purging, there's more cleansing, there's more like really just kind of getting back down to the brass knuckles, the grass roots of it all, just getting down to the nuts and bolts of everything. Like you are cleansing, purging things in your home, in your life, in your diet. It just everything that you could possibly take on, you're taking on fearlessly. Maybe it's a new moon that's got you energized. Perhaps it's just a new energy. It's easier for you in the month of April, Aquarius, to let go for some reason. It just becomes easier. And as a result, you are cleansing and purging. You are hearing this call and rising to it. Okay, so that's pretty powerful stuff for the month of April going on. Happy to report. You know, a lot of times when we see either of these cards by themselves or with other cards, it's like, oh, this is kind of sad. I am energized by these two cards, though. I'm not even sad. It's like, wow, you're having no problems letting go of things, you know, decluttering, purging. There's no issues there. This is the time, if any time ever, Aquarius, to get into your home, your car, your workplace, and purge and let go of things. We will see these themes probably, you know, go through the other cards, or you will see how they resonate with other cards throughout this reading. All right, Spirit. What does Aquarius need to surrender and let go of in the month of April to live out their best life? What does Aquarius need to surrender? They need to surrender unhealthy relationships, let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. So there may be a situation that comes up, or may have already come up in March, but it's continuing on into April, and it's now a time to let go of that relationship, to cleanse yourself of it, because it's just time to let it go now. You know, it served its purpose in your life, and now it's time to move on, okay? And then as a result of that, yeah, you're going to surrender that unhealthy relationship, but you're also going to let go and surrender the resentments, okay? This is also, it's beautiful. I see a physical purging going on and also an emotional purging going on with you. Surrender resentments. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. Wow, that's interesting. All right. Let's look at the tarot advice and energy. Spirit, what is going on with Aquarius in the month of April? What advice do you have for Aquarius? What will be revealed in April to Aquarius in life? All right, so the first cards that came up was Seven of Wands. Defend to the end, I like to call this card. Knight of Pentacles. Striving, pursuing towards something, moving towards something at your own pace, in your own divine timing. Interesting. Then we've got more Wands energy. Nice. Page of Wands. News of new beginnings, with ambitions, projects coming to fruition, things finally getting off the ground, moving forward, hearing news of projects that you've wanted to get started. Now you're getting news about maybe some funding, things going on. Finally, some momentum moving in the direction of your ambitions and your passions. And then we have the Ten of Cups. There's a lot of emotional fulfillment, love fulfillment, familial and friendship fulfillment. Just feeling like on cloud nine in April in terms of life, connection, abundance. You really feel just fulfilled. A Ten of Cups moment, like love, just an abundance of love coming to you and at you and through you and just from you. It's just amazing. It's amazing what's going on. It is amazing. So here we have the Seven of Wands. There's going to be something in the month of April where you're feeling like you've had to defend yourself or defend something you believe in or passionate about. And it may have caused maybe some realizations to you about how there may have been some unhealthy relationship dynamics going on with you and another person. And it has built resentments between you and this other person. And now, you know, you are like, look, I'm going to defend what is right and true. Okay. And then as you move through the month, you surrender these resentments, you start to cleanse and let go of it, and it starts to make room for you to start working on some of the more tangible things, working on your home, cleaning your home, getting your carpets clean. Hey, I need to do that myself. You know, scheduling an appointment to, you know, get the house worked on or get something going with your home. Perhaps this is pursuing some financial goals, meeting with a financial advisor, moving towards your goal, striving and actually achieving it in your own time, at your own pace. And so as you move through the month of April, you're starting to see like, wow, I'm planting the seeds and things are starting to grow. But I had to kind of get through some emotional stuff here. And I love how this juxtaposed. You have the Seven of Wands juxtaposing with the Ten of Cups. This is the end of the month. This is the beginning of the month, middle of the month. This is also saying, hey, you're going to spend some time focusing on what stirs your soul. If you're a writer, you're going to be doing more writing. If you're a painter, you're going to be doing more painting. You're going to get news that people want to hear more from you. Perhaps you're in the creative healing arts. People want to get more of your services. You're going to receive news of that. Maybe you receive news that there is funding for a business opportunity that you've been waiting to hear from, or maybe you didn't even know it was coming, and now you've received that news. Pages usually brings news or information about news. Let's take a look at what is, oh, sorry guys. Let me shuffle these properly. What may affect Aquarius internally and or externally in the month of April in life? What could affect hobbies? Nice. Gracefully aging and volunteer. Again, so Wands deals a lot with passions. And so it's no coincidence here that you have two Wands cards and then you have hobbies and volunteer. And so there's going to be a big focus in the month of April for you, Aquarius, on what your next steps are in your life, what goals you're trying to accomplish. Aquarians are really big on doing things that really stir their soul. So there's going to be a big focus on that for you. And it could be revealed in your hobbies. And in gracefully aging, we're going to look at the additional guidance cards for that, because I'm kind of curious here what that could possibly mean here. Let's take a look at the guidebook for that. So let's look at hobbies first. Let's see what we got. So hobbies could mean maybe some self-employment opportunities are coming your way, a career based on your passions. Nice. Trying something new. Yes, Page of Wands means that you may be trying something new. Pages means new beginnings. Balancing work and play. And you know what is beautiful here? I do get a sense of a balance of work and play for the month of April for you, Aquarius. You've got your Pentacles energy going on. You've got your Cups. You've got your Page of Wands. So, you got some, the only thing you don't really have going is the Swords, but that's okay. You got a lot going on here that tells me April's going to be a good month for you of purging, letting go, growing emotionally, growing in your passions and your ambitions. It's going to be a powerful time for you. And then we have gracefully aging. Some additional meanings for gracefully aging are caring for aging parents or other elders, learning from an elder, a change in beauty care routines, preparing for retirement. So some of you Aquarians are actually preparing for retirement. There is a change of employment for you, and you are like saying, you know what, I am ready for this change. It is time. It is just an easy, natural progression for me. While others of you are actually being called to gracefully age and stop trying to worry so much about how you're looking and what you're looking like, and just kind of relax into the process. While others of you will be having to be called to take care of your parents. And so, you know, you're going to have to rise up to the occasion for that. And then finally we have volunteer. Volunteer. Additional meanings. Donate items. Cleanse, purge. I'm getting cleanse, purge. Help a person in need. Volunteer to be on a committee. Pray to be assigned where you are most needed. Beautiful. Beautiful. So it's a big time, a big month for you to focus on your passions, because it's going to lead to some financial security. It will take time for you to get there, but you understand this journey. You know that it's not, you know, it's not how fast you get there. You understand enjoying the journey as well. How can Aquarius bring more abundance into their life for them in the month of April and beyond? Aquarius and abundance. Moonlighting. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. And we really see this here, right? In the Knight of Pentacles. And then we also see this here in the Page of Wands and the Seven of Wands and the Ten of Cups. But particularly in the Page of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, and Ten of Cups. Moonlighting. For example, I'm moonlighting. I have a full-time job that I've been nurturing and growing this career since I was 19 years old. And now I am much older than that. So I will say I'm moonlighting as a reader, you know, or as someone who provides some additional guidance for others. That is what I'm doing to fulfill my passions. But also maybe, yeah, sure, it helps to gain some extra cash from it, but usually it just goes right back into my business or it goes back into serving others. So look at that. Where can you moonlight where you can bring in more of your passions, but maybe get a pay extra, and then your life will take on a whole new kind of meaning where it's like, wow, it is going to be busier, but you're not going to mind it. It's going to be fun. You're going to want to defend that time that you're spending on your new hobbies and passions. Ask for your needs to be met. God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped. And it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. Okay, so remember that. Don't be so, don't forget that you can just simply ask and receive. A lot of us seem to forget that we have that power, and we surrender our power, and it's just not what we need to be doing in this moment. It's time to say, hey, Spirit, I want to be able to start a business. How am I going to do that? Help me, Spirit. You worry about the how, Spirit. I just know I want to start a business. And Spirit, God, universe will work on that. Worry about the how. You worry about the why and the what. The why and the what. So now let's move on to abundance. Or excuse me, not abundance, love. We already did abundance. Let's look at the love energies for Aquarius in April for our single and coupled up. What advice do you have? What do you see coming forward for Aquarius next month? All right, the first card that jumped was Eight of Pentacles. I love how he's pointing up. kind of like saying, hey, look at this. We've got the Star card. Wow. We've got 5 of Wands here. So there's a little bit of, you know, for some of us coupled up ones, you and your partner are still trying to navigate getting along. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just you guys are still, even in, you know, even if you've been together 5, 10 years, you're still working out the kinks. If you are not in a relationship, the 5 of Wands signals to me that there may be some little petty arguments that you have with someone you may have been flirting with, or perhaps there's just petty arguments, period, in your life surrounding you, and it's kind of not having you much in the mood to want to be in a relationship. We have the 8 of Pentacles saying, for those who have been in a relationship, you've been putting in work and finally starting to see the fruits of your labor, if you will. Your relationship is such that people on the outside are like, wow, that is a really connected couple. You can tell that they've really intended to their relationship. People will see that. You will feel that as a result of your relationship. You have been intuitively guided, as we see in the moon here, on how to work with your partner, and your partner, same thing with you. And you guys have been really tending to your relationship, and something's blossoming and flourishing. So that's why I'm not worried about the petty arguments that will be coming up in April, because you guys are stronger for it. You've been putting in the work, and we know this to be true because we have the Star card, the Hope card, and we have the King of Cups, the Sage of Cups. The King of Cups, or Cups, is the emotions, you know, and so emotions, your heart, what stirs your soul, what stirs the connections that you have with others, what connects you to others. The Sage of Cups means that you have reached that top pinnacle connection. So yeah, you have some trouble sometimes in the beginning of the month, but you guys champion that, you coupled up Aquarians. So don't worry if there's things that kind of sprout out, that difficulties in the relationship. It's just all a part of this growing process and that connection process that you're having with your partner. For our singled up Aquarians, again, it's just the energy. This is just a brief energy. It is a minor arcana card that will move quickly and swiftly through your month, but you will have a sense that all that inner work that you've been doing on yourself is paying off. You're able to navigate little arguments and move through like a champ, like a boss, as we see in the Sage of Cups. Emotionally, you're like, I'm balanced, I'm strong. My emotions, I am the captain of my emotions. My emotions do not steer me, I steer them. I have hope that the next person I meet may be the one. I'm not like fearful that I'm going to be by myself. There is a lot of optimism going on in the month of April for our singled Aquarians, and rightfully so, because I really feel for our single Aquarians that you are now marching towards meeting that person that may be soulmate material in the month of like perhaps May. Maybe not so much now in April, but all of this is priming you for May, for your partner to come in. Let's look at some additional love advice for Aquarius from Spirit for the month of April or next month. Spirit, what do you have for us for Aquarius? What to expect? What advice can you give? Okay. All right, Aquarius. We have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Okay, and surrender to unhealthy relationships. I feel like these two are speaking. Let go of those unhealthy relationships, because no matter how good they may feel on initial terms, in the end, they're not that great. They're not going to serve you. Listen to the red flags. It's going to save you some heartache in the end. And then free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life, Aquarius. Where have you lost control? Let's get back in control of your life, your health, your exercise, of who you got coming in and out of your life. Time to get back into control. You can do it. As far as romantic feelings, I'm going to take a look at the guidebook. I'm going to take a look here. Let's read romantic feelings. Let's see what advice here. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. The stirrings within your heart represent the song of romance calling to you. This card comes to you as guidance to follow the pathway of those feelings. Perhaps you've met someone who made your heart leap, and you wonder whether to pursue him or her. Well, this card says that the answer is yes. Take action by flirting, asking the person out on a date, or making your feelings known. If you've recently been longing for more romance in your life, this card is a signal to take charge of making that happen. You can romance yourself by, for example, treating yourself to a luxurious massage or pedicure. All right. Or buying yourself presents or watching a romantic movie. In some cases, you'll receive this card as the signal that you're ready for a new relationship. It then guides you to take action, such as being aware of people you meet who may be potential partners, as well as frequenting places where such potential partners may be. These would be locations or events associated with your what? Hobbies and interests. And so the Spirit is saying, have fun, Aquarius. Go do your hobbies, because for many of you, this is where you're going to meet your potential soulmate material here. Okay? So follow that. Do your hobbies anyway. It's good for your soul. It's good for the people around you because you're able to share your goodness with them. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. The romance angel sent you this card to help you notice the unhealthy or disconcerting parts of your relationship. If you are swept up in a new romance, this card serves as a cautionary warning. Pay attention to your feelings and impressions with regard to your new suitor. Don't allow emotions to blind you to characteristics or habits that won't work for you in a relationship. A red flag is a sign that something is off. It can also include an indication of dishonesty, disrespect, flirtatiousness with others, substance abuse, or lack of integrity. While your new love interest may treat you wonderfully well in the beginning of your relationship, it's vital that you watch how he or she treats others. Someone's basic character is revealed by the way in which he or she talks and acts with restaurant staff, valet, parking attendants, and other miscellaneous individuals. If you're in an existing relationship, these red flags may signal a need for an honest, mutual discussion or couples counseling. This card doesn't necessarily guide you to leave a relationship. Red flags can be markers along the path of healing. The romance angels will guide you to take steps that are healthy for everyone involved. So do follow your intuition. Although I get a sense that some of you will get these red flags and then move forward in letting go and surrendering unhealthy relationships, but also surrendering resentment about it, because you realize that you both are on two different journeys, and maybe it's best that you let that relationship go. And finally, we have free yourself. Like the unicorn in this image on this card, you may be feeling trapped. Perhaps you've relinquished control to someone else, or maybe you feel smothered in your career or relationship. As you tune into yourself, You'll sense the specific areas where this message applies to you. You can even ask yourself, in what ways do I feel limited or constrained? Trust the answers you receive. This card comes to you from the romance angels because they've heard your call for great love. To experience passion, though, you must first allow yourself to feel deep emotions. In doing so, you may come up against areas of your life where you harbor discontent or what? Resentments. Simply by acknowledging these areas, you bring light to the situation and allow room for the angels to help you. As you commit to taking back control of your life, your feelings will naturally thaw and reawaken. This leads to a greater capacity to love yourself, your partner, and your experiences. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful advice here. All right, and now we're going to close with the Heal Yourself reading cards. Spirit, what advice or what final words do you have for Aquarius for the month of April? Love. Love. Bringing more love into your life this month. And I feel like you just will. It's like 10 of Cups. It's like no doubt about it. There's going to be big kinds of love. Friendship love. Romantic love. You know, love for your coworkers. There's just an abundance, no shortage of love in your life in the month of April, Aquarius. Let's take a look at the guidebook. Number 28. Let go of your limiting beliefs about love, Aquarius. Your heart desires more connections, love, and nourishment. You're at a point in your life where you need to learn how to truly give and receive love. Fully opening your heart will awaken your vulnerability, sensitivity, and fear. In particular, your fear of rejection and intimacy with another person. However, you will also unleash your passion, inspiration, greatness, and an ability to care deeply. Start seeing how great life is and be willing to connect to others. If you have been holding on to past pain or resentments, then it is time to acknowledge, feel, and move forward. Give yourself permission to let people in. Ask for love with all your heart and soul, and it will come. Look for something beautiful in every person you encounter. Focus on feeling good whenever you see people loving each other, and know that this is coming to you in a form of a love of a lifetime or an incredible friendship. Wow, it's beautiful. It's really beautiful for the month of April, Aquarius. Well, it's been such a pleasure doing this reading for you as usual. Many blessings to you, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye. Hello, Pisces. This is your reading for April, or this month if you're not watching it in April. Your life, love, and abundance reading, monthly reading. And let's just go ahead and dive right on in. We've got a lot to cover, I'm sure. All right, Pisces, we are looking at your overarching themes for the month of April, or for the month you are watching. Spirit, what will Pisces be working through? What will the Pisces who watch this video, what will they be going through? What advice do you have? What are some influences that will be influencing their life this coming month? Lots coming out. Okay, so protection. Seek came right after that. So protection, seeking, letting go, similar energies that a lot of other signs and people are going through. It's like this is like an overall energy, vibrational pull that many of us will be feeling this coming month. So Pisces, let's talk. Okay, so you have protection and seek. Some would probably interpret this as protection seeking. Maybe you are seeking in a situation, seeking protection, seeking it's protecting of your heart, protecting really a protection of your heart. Heart matters. And protection seeking, as opposed to seek protection. It's protection seek that it came out. Sometimes I get a tendency when it's like this, like if it was like seek protection, this would tell me, okay, Pisces, you need to, in this situation that you're looking at or facing, you need to seek protection. But this is telling me that perhaps you are over seeking or always trying to protect your heart versus allowing things to kind of resolve and let go. You've been holding on to some pain, some strife, some grief, and now it's hardening your heart. Now you can't even allow love in, and you can't even give love out because it's crystallizing here. And so I get a sense that you need to check that. Maybe some of you really do need to actually seek protection, but I'm not getting that sense. Why? Because the letting go card jumped out as well, in addition to the cleanse. It's saying that once you stop always trying to seek a way to protect yourself, like it's starting to cause anxiety for you, and it may even manifest into panic attacks and things of that nature, anxieties. You are having a hard time letting go of things as a result of this protection, and you're having a time of being able to cleanse negative emotions and feelings. And it will start to affect your life. It will start to impact it. So Spirit is trying to intervene now and saying that the situation that maybe you have a question on is causing you to now take an inner look at how you've been operating. And perhaps there needs to be a shift there, because now you'll find yourself constantly in cycles of relearning this lesson over and over until you finally get it. It is time to let go of things that you cannot control. It is time to let go of past hurts and forgive. Letting go and cleansing, forgiving, purging. This may be an actual physical purging, cleansing, donating clothes, furniture that you no longer use, appliances, etc. But it could also be an emotional purge. Like once you've come to this realization about yourself, you're finally able to purge and move forward. It's quite powerful. Let's take a look at what can Pisces surrender this month to help reveal more of this letting go and cleansing energy. Surrender the idea you can fix someone. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. So I have a feeling that this is all tied together, and this is the healing medicine for dealing with these energies next month or in April, okay? And then we have surrender. Oh, there's 3. Oh, gosh. Okay. Surrender frustration. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. Again, tied to this situation. And then finally, surrender your ego. Ego. Cultivate gratitude. Be of service to others and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. So that's what it's talking about here. Let go. Surrender your need to always be right in a situation. Surrender the idea that you can fix someone. You cannot fix someone or do healing for them. That's something that has to come from them, by them, not you for them. You have to be a tool in your own life. Focus on your own self, your own healing, because that's where your power lies. When you focus on your own healing, you teach others to do the same. You need to let go of trying to fix others, especially like loved ones. You know, we get into this cycle with loved ones, family members, spouses, kids, etc., that we feel like we have a duty to be the ones to fix and to make things right and work on a situation till it's fixed. Sometimes you just have to let it go and let God. And then you've got to surrender the frustration around this situation. Cleanse and purge that frustration. It's not serving you. And it's not, like this card says, opening any doors. In fact, your frustration is what's closing doors to communication, closing doors to an opportunity to have healing and to have connection with your loved one. So you need to surrender the frustration. And then finally, again, like we said, surrendering your ego, surrendering your need to always be right. All right. Okay, let's look at the tarot guidance and energies for the month of April, or next month, for Pisces. Spirit, what are they working with, and what advice do you have for Pisces? Okay, so I think this is the first card that jumped, Knight of Pentacles. So I like to call this the striving card. Like, I'm striving. It may take me a while to get there, and I realize that, but I'm staying the course. I'm focused on this goal. I'm getting there. So there's some energy with that, with the Knight of Pentacles. Earthly matters, money matters, resource matters, gathering of things, gathering of resources. We'll look into that in a moment. Then the next card that jumped was the Tower. We have the Eight of Wands. And we have the Eight of Swords. All right, Pisces. So, you know, with the Tower card, it's like something turning things upside down and on its head for you. Like, you're now having a moment, like, you see things now totally from a different perspective. Something out that happened to you externally, you feel, you know, hurt, confused, trapped. Everything that you thought is not what you thought. Everything is turned onto its head, and you really don't know which way is up or down. And you're just shocked. Sometimes at times in shock. And so then, you know, when we're looking at the Knight of Pentacles, we see you striving to want a better life, striving to want, to reach your goals, to be financially secure. But there's things that keep coming up in your life time and time again, tower moments even, that tumbled you. Perhaps it's a falling out with a loved one that you never thought would happen. Perhaps it's losing a job. Perhaps it's breaking up a marriage or a family. Perhaps it's usually it's something kind of external forces I look at with the Tower. As opposed to like with like the Devil or the Death card, I feel like that's more of an internal process. The Tower is that external force that's coming at you. It could also be like something like a disease that comes in, like an illness that is kind of internal, but again, that still feels a little external to me. So There's something coming along here. But all of, like I always say, everything is all, you know, everything happens for a reason. Things happen because they needed to come up. They needed to be dealt with. So you could learn how to let go. So you can learn how to cleanse. So you could have a more healthier relationship with your emotions. Okay, we all need to cultivate a better relationship with how we manage our emotions and our thoughts. So that brings us now to the Eight of Swords, which is underneath the Tower. The Eight of Swords tells me that by your own devices, Pisces, your own self-limiting beliefs, your own fears and anxieties is what's binding you into the situation that you have. And it's not until you take the blindfolds off and just take a step through the swords to realize you have the power to move beyond this situation. You just are failing to see it right now. And I don't know why you're refusing to see it right now, but hopefully this reading will be what you need so you can have this healing happen earlier in the month of April versus in the mid or later part. Because the Tower energy is telling me no matter what, you're going to really be experiencing this, this shift. It's just a matter of when. Some of you are further along in this cycle than others, other Pisces, but it's happening. And so this is telling me that a lot of this stuff is, you know, kind of coming in your head and really messing with you and kind of messing with what you feel is secure. And you feel like you've got a lot coming at you. And truth be told, Pisces, you do. You have a lot of responsibilities juggling in the air. You're having to navigate so much. You have people leaning on you and counting on you. And so it's a hectic time. Not only are you dealing with this emotional stuff, you've got already a lot of stuff being thrown at you. But what I'm also hopeful about the Eight of Wands is it usually heralds, yes, it's a super busy time for you, but it usually brings good energy, good progressive energy towards your goals. Your, you know, Wands deals with your ambitions, your desires, your goals, your drive. So this, although you may be having some kind of mental like angst and worry and anxiety about this situation going on with the loved one, or with, you know, it could even be a coworker or a boss or, you know, what have you. I get a sense that in the end, you're going to be able to learn how to let go, cleanse, and move on. That's what I get a sense of. Let's take a look at what could be impacting you externally or internally with our lovely butterfly oracle deck. What could be affecting Pisces internally or externally in life matters? Jumping cards, please. Okay, we'll just stop there. All right, so new exercise program, which is exciting. And that could also be like the Eight of Wands and also the Knight of Pentacles to some extent. You know, sometimes when you're getting it, you know, the Knight or the Pentacles deals with like, again, the body, the resources, the, you know, the home, the earth, the money. It's so I get a sense, and the body. And so I get a sense that, yeah, you're like, I just want to kind of turn my life around. Things have been like really kind of upside down for me. This totally came and just threw me off. And now I want to get back on track. So by changing up your routine, you're really starting to put your health needs first and your mental health first. Because there's the sobriety card that came up, which we'll look at the guidebook for some additional meaning, and then self-employment. And this is all kind of interesting here. It's like sobriety. Well, maybe someone around you is needing to face sobriety, or maybe they are in sobriety and maybe they're, having a relapse, or maybe they are struggling with sobriety, or maybe you are struggling with sobriety, or maybe you need to get on a sobering path where your health is coming first. You're, letting go of some vices. So we'll look at the additional meanings for that. And then self-employment, after all that you're going through emotionally, regardless, you're still a passionate person. You have a strong desire to run your own life, run your own work life, be your own boss, create your own hours, create a desirable work environment for yourself. So all in all, some of you will actually be realizing that goal, in baby steps, while others will be full throttle in it. Or maybe some of you are already self-employed, and this card is signifying that, this is your calling, this is where you're to be, while others, this is kind of also maybe your angst, where it's like causing anxiety. So it can mean a lot of different things. So let's see if the guidebook gives us any additional clues. To the meanings. Let's see. It's time to make a change with your exercise program. This may mean you may simply start exercising if you've been sedentary. Most likely, though, it's a sign for you to change your fitness regimen so that it suits your current lifestyle. Notice the first thought that comes to mind about changing your workout routines, and your answer will be there. One thing's for sure, you are being guided to exercise in a way that you'll find enjoyable and stimulating. As a result, you'll look forward to exercising, and you'll gain practical benefits such as increased energy, confidence, productivity, and flow of new ideas, along with all the known health benefits. Additional meanings: mental stimulation and study to exercise the mind, exercises to improve vision and sharpen eyesight, weightlifting for strengthening, going on nature walks or hikes, yoga, using a workbook, or attending a class that teaches healing methods and exercises. Nice. Let's look at sobriety. You're becoming more aware and sensitive according to this card. By detoxing and abstaining from chemicals, you're more in touch with your inner guidance and true feelings. Sobriety allows you to focus so that your healing and manifestation work head in the best direction. Getting and staying sober usually requires some support, which is normal and nothing to feel ashamed about. There are free 12-step meetings in every city and even online under addiction names such as Alcoholics Anonymous and Narcotics Anonymous. These meetings will set you up with a sponsor, which is a layperson counselor, to help you remain sober. Additional meanings: a loved one's addictions or sobriety, codependency issues, detoxing, recovering from a relapse, helping others gain sobriety, and all of the above you could be really experiencing. And it's now time to let go of what you can't fix. You can only work on yourself. And so you can only control how you recover, and then from there see where you go from there and make some decisions about relationships from that place. Not from a place of let me try to fix this person, or let me be angry and frustrated at this situation because it's not working out the way I want it to. You need to surrender your wants on somebody else's life and start to focus on your wants and desires. All right. And then self-employment. We'll just look at additional meanings for a quick moment. Taking business classes, learning how to market your business, taking over the family business, changing professions even. So, it's just saying you are guided to work for yourself in a field that brings you fulfillment and joy. Your card encourages you to launch or grow your own business. You could start part-time and then ease out of a day job as your endeavor begins to support you. If you're currently self-employed, you are being guided to seek out new ways to express your vision. Okay, it's beautiful. Beautiful energies that are in April. Difficult ones at times, for sure, for you. But it's going to make you stronger in the end. And it's going to make the relationships around you stronger as well. And that's what you want, right? You want stronger relationships, not weaker, not codependent ones, not ones like kind of with false pretenses, you pretending like you're tolerating something, but you're really not, and vice versa with the loved ones in the situation with you. It just will be toxic. All right, Spirit, what do we have going on with how, or let's advise Pisces how they can bring more abundance into their life in April. What can they do? What advice do you have? Okay, God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. In God, there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. So this month, please work on realizing that no matter how things may look on the outside, that your job is not your current employer is not your source. God is your source. God brought the universe. God brought the connection through you to this job. But just as this job came, many others will come because you are connected to God's source, not this particular job. That's just a result of a manifestation. Okay? Severed vows of poverty. Dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made, consciously or unconsciously, in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. So I get a sense some of you, kind of you're not realizing how powerful you are, and that all it takes is a decision to start exercising that power, and then also believing that your situation is stagnant and that it's not going to change will bring on more of that stagnancy and more of that inability to pay all your bills, all of that. So you're going to have to learn to shift from your poverty thinking to an abundant way of thinking. All right, let's take a look at the love energies for Pisces for the month of April. For coupled and singled up Pisces, what advice or what's going on in the month of April? Okay. First card that jumped was the Mother or the Empress. Nice. And I'm not focusing. Yeah, the Four of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. That's interesting. So we have this lovely lady who's an Empress who's with child and also with another child. The Empress, in terms of if we're looking at it from a love, sensual, sexual perspective, and we're looking at coupled up Pisces first, I do actually see some of you falling pregnant, because usually the Empress really actually signifies a pregnancy, while others of you are having a time in your relationship where it's birthing up new connection, new possibilities of deepening. Whereas maybe not so long ago, you didn't know if the relationship would have what it takes to sustain itself. But now you totally see, the possibilities, and you're feeling the possibilities, and you and your partner are really, just connected in and love is just overflowing. Your home life is beautiful at this point. And, you know, then we have the Four of Cups. And so at some point, though, either like the mid to later part of April, some of you who are in relationships will kind of feel a little disenchanted with your relationship. I don't know if you're necessarily taking your partner for granted or vice versa. Your partner's taking you for granted, but there's a sense that, you know, is this all there is? I'm a little bored. Emotionally, I'm just not getting what I need. I'm not emotionally fulfilled. Or your partner could be saying this about you and feeling like it's just a lot of work, and you're wondering if anything is really taking root and really blossoming here. Do you guys have what it takes to make it through the long haul? It just seems like a whole lot of work. And sometimes you feel like it's just, you can't see the results yet. Like these people's eyes are closed as this lady is kind of trying to plant things in the ground. That's like you and your partner. Your eyes are closed as you try to plant roots into the ground of your relationship. And sometimes you're just not seeing what's going on, and you can't see what's going on. But it doesn't mean that things are not taking root. It doesn't, just because, you know, storms come and flatten the plants down on the top, you know, and you guys are disheveled and upset and after arguing, doesn't mean that your love hasn't taken root and it's just going to blow away. So rest easy in that, okay? Rest easy that, yeah, sometimes things come and go. Your relationship is not as always bountiful as it can be or will be, but that's okay. That's the ebb. That's the cycle of relationships. Those of you who are single, you know, in the beginning of the month and towards the middle of the month, you may find that the Empress energy is such where there's new connections, new opportunities to get out and about with your friends, new opportunities to maybe even travel and have, you know, maybe some romantic encounters with someone. Like I said, new opportunities for love. People saying, hey, I've got someone you should meet. Or you maybe even setting up an online profile for you Pisces, single Pisces, for this month is a really good time. This card shows that this is a good time for you to set up a profile, keep it light, keep it fun, and then you will have many opportunities coming at you. Towards the middle of the month, just like with the couple that Pisces, there's a little bit of dissatisfaction, disenchantment, a little bit of, I want more. Why am I not, I'm just not getting what I need out of life emotionally. What I want a partner. Why can't I have a partner? This single life kind of sucks, but, I don't know what to do. And so there's a sense of that going on in the month of April for you. And there's also a sense of, I feel like I'm planning things, but I can't see the results. And it's frustrating that I can't see the results. I'm trying to grow things. Nothing's really growing. Or is it? What's going on here? You just have to trust. You have to have that blind faith, that blind trust in the universe, and knowing that as you live your life as beautifully, abundantly, and fun and free as you possibly can, the universe can't help but to send loving people, loving lovers your way. But sometimes you're not going to be able to see the results that you wish to see right away because things take time. And you also have to you have to stop spending so much time and being disenchanted with your love life, and actually start spending more energy and time being more empowered, more in love with your single life. And I bet you then somebody's going to come in and try to snatch you up and not make you single anymore, All right, let's get some romance advice from the Romance Angels Oracle. Spirit, what advice do you have for Pisces, couple or single? playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to shine. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Again, there's some, and there may be some breaking up here. Some, you needing to break off something to kind of right things in your relationship. Let's take a look at the guidebook here. Playfulness. Let's go. The romance angels are cherubs who embody all things romantic and who have a happy, youthful sense of playfulness. So, when was the last time you had fun? If you don't remember, then it's long overdue for you to add some playtime into your schedule. The angels say that fun is a necessity, not a luxury. Okay? So remember that. Remember, be light, have fun as you go on this dating journey. Because when you're light and fun, but not too light, not too, like you just don't care about anything. But having an air of playfulness about you makes you definitely much more attractive to others. And then for those who are in relationships, playtime is essential in relationships too, to keep the free-spirited component of dating alive. Plan regular date nights with your partner this month and take turns creatively planning fun activities such as miniature golf, karaoke. Okay, and then let's look up codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. This card answers your question in perhaps a surprising way because addictions are the culprit behind the issues you're attempting to resolve. This could be your own craving for a substance or unhealthful behavior, or it could be that your partner's addictions are impacting your love life. The card is also an indicator of childhood experiences in an addictive family. Addictions numb the heart to pain, but they also diminish its capacity to love. Since love is the basis of your romantic partnership, addictions become a barrier to moving forward toward true emotional intimacy. This is especially true if you are twisting yourself in knots to please a person whose dependency has lessened his or her capacity for happiness. That no-win situation will negatively affect your self-esteem and your own happiness if you continue. Fortunately, lots of support is available worldwide in the form of a 12-step program. And whether it is you or your romantic partner who has the addiction, you can find free groups near you through internet searches or by contacting a local community health center. All right. And let's get some closing words from our lovely Heal Yourself reading cards for Pisces. Pisces. Spirit, what healing words or what advice can you give for Pisces to bring more healing into their life? Family and tribe. Recognizing the power in your family, but also recognizing that, yes, as a tribe, you guys are stronger together, and that's the beautiful thing. But you also are individuals on an individual path, but happen to be in a familial tribe. So you have to strike that balance of living and letting live, and understand that there's some things about our family, tribe, and history that we can't change, and that we have to just be able to say, you know what, I forgive, and I will move on now. I'll let go, and I'll cleanse, and I'll move on. Let's take a see at the guidebook before we wrap up. Sorry, it's going long, but I just felt the need to say all of this stuff to you. Be very discerning with other people's opinions. Become aware of how the beliefs of your family and tribe are influencing you. What did you learn about relationships, money, and opportunities when you were younger? That's interesting. Ask yourself, am I still carrying some of those outdated beliefs? Am I trying to seek love and approval from my family by doing what they want me to do? An important question to ask yourself is whether you are living your life in order to make someone else or yourself happy. This card asks you to examine your loyalties, family beliefs, superstitions, and rituals that have power over you. Let go of anything that is not serving you. Cleanse. Let go. That's interesting. You are also being asked to face your fears of being different and embrace your uniqueness, even if others don't understand or approve of your actions. Often working with your energy centers, in particular the root chakra, can help you release past limitations and hurts, increase your confidence, and help you manifest your desires into the physical reality. Wow. Pisces, I think your reading is the longest reading that I've done out of all the signs, because Spirit had a lot to say to you to help you navigate through this situation. Many of you will be facing some of this may resonate with you, all of it may resonate with you, and only a little bit, and maybe none of it. Who knows? But hopefully you all find this information helpful, insightful, comforting, because you are not alone. You are being divinely guided here. And again, you're not doing anything wrong. You're just, if you want to live your best life, these are just some words of wisdom to help tweak it so you can live your best life. All right, Pisces. Mwah! Much love. Many blessings to you. And I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye.